all you space engineers out there. Commander Kingfish here, and it is day 57 on our mission to build a moon base. And last episode, I got the platform, the fueling platform for the super tanker. And it looks kind of bare right now, but what I want to do today is try to get this all finished and get the decorations in. I'm going to put railings up, something about like that. I think what I need to do though is if we come over here, so if we look around at the outside of this thing, I think it came out pretty well. We've got the bracing in place so that it looks supported. So we've got the structure, although I see I missed a spot right down here, and that'll drive me nuts if I don't fix it. Let's get that. There we go. So we've got this in place, and I think it looks pretty good. So now I want to put railings in. I want to put caution strips and stuff like that, and those are going to come along right along through here. So let's do this. Let's get back, and I want to put my railings so that they're attached facing outside. So if we get over here, and I think the way I'm going to have to do that, if we go to, there are they, my neon lights, my little attachment. There we go. 9. There we go. Neon tubes down. All right. Oop, I was already flying. So if we come over here and start in this corner right here, turn those up like that. That should give me the black little attachment points. And I think I need to put one on this corner as well. That like that. Now, let's pull out our railings. And if we put this down here like this, and then that will attach like that. Now the idea is I'm not going to be attaching anything out here on the outside of it, so it's going to take up this one whole space. But what that does do, it allows me to place stuff in and around the edges of the railing so that I'm not using up that one whole voxel through there. So if we kind of go along like this, and I get that right there like that, then I can just kind of keep moving along. The other thing I need to do at some point along through here is put stairs to get up and down. I'm going to have to put some sort of access. Catwalks might come and attach in over here, might make the most sense. And I might end up actually coming right down through here and then building it down. So if I kind of build the catwalk down along here, I might have attachment points that gets me down level, and then I can come maybe across right over to here. So that might work out pretty good. Let's see. Well, let's just start kind of seeing if we can't lay that out, because I do need, before I get too carried away, let's do this. Let's get over to our catwalks. 7, which takes construction components. And if we do, let's see. I think that's the one I want. Turn that like that. Oh, come on. I want you to attach right there like you were. All right, got that in there. All right. So now we want to come to stairs. I should be able to Turn that, flip that, and then we come down here, at least 2 of them. And I think I'm going to need, let's put 1 more catwalk in, along like this. I think this is going to look pretty good. Let's kind of, that's double, like that. And we should be able to come down, I think, 1 more stairs. Where are you? Here we go. Oh, there we go. Stairs. And if we flip that like that. Oh, come on. Aren't you going to give me an attachment point? Oh, I get frustrated with the stairs. Because it seems like it doesn't want to attach. So what if we do it like this? Let's go back to here. Turn that like, let's see, that is even. I think we want that right there. Now let's see if our stairs will attach. Come on, get over here. There we go. Now they're attached. And then I'll probably put some bracing like I always do. Let's go to 5. And if we want, I just think that makes it look like it really should. You know, you don't necessarily want these things floating. And so if we put something like there like that and like that, then I think we just need to come straight across with our stairs. Let's get back to our catwalks. 7. And they will look more like a bridge coming across on this one. So if we flip that, come across. Come on, flip down, there we go. Okay, and then I think we're going to have to, let me see. I think we're going to have to take that stairs out, and I hope that it's not holding stuff up. I think we're going to be good. Let's see here. It's going to have to be this one. Yeah, it wasn't supporting anything. All right, back to the catwalks.
Energy low.
And let's get over here in the right position. And there we go. All right, let's get this out of the way. So now we can walk across and come up, and we can get up to the fueling platform for the super tanker. All right, well, I need to get some energy, and let me kind of get some more of these rails up, and I'll catch back up with you here in just a little bit. Well, I got my other stairs in. I always like to have a stairs that goes down to the moon itself. And so a little bit of finagling to get it all the way down through there. And so I've got that in. So I got to weld all of that up. These are in. And just going to kind of give you a little bit of an update on what I've got going here. So the other thing I was thinking about, and I don't know if I can do this, because the thing of it is, and I'll probably have to put it in after I get my
Energy low.
communications tower in, which is going to be right in this area here. But I would like to run a set of stairs basically over to there. Now, the problem that I will run into is, and that might not be too much of a problem. I can, what I could probably do is do something like this. Let's see, let's get in line here. Are these supported? Oh, let me get my grinder out. No, I can cut. So this one is supporting that, but this one is not. Let's take this one out, and then we can run just to kind of get it lined up. Let's do this. And you want to put in, well, I think first thing I want to do is put a support in. We'll put that in like that. Then we should be able to put our catwalk, and let's get the one with 2. There we go. And then we can put that there kind of like that. And then I think what we're going to have to do is we can put something in across, kind of like that. And what if we do
energy critical?
One more, and let's see. Let me go grab some energy. So you can kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to do there. And let's get charged up here. We haven't died on this mission yet, so hopefully we will be good. I can make it the next few episodes and we will have survived this whole mission. Now, I've probably jinxed myself at some point. I'm surprised I haven't run into something and have killed myself. The thing that we've got no atmosphere, so that's probably helped with from falling off stuff, so that's probably one good reason why I haven't died yet. Alright, back to what we were doing. Let's get over here. I think then what I probably need to do is bring a support down. So if we go kind of like this, I probably want to go gray, since I'll probably, this one I will, and I think I've actually been doing that. So we put that down there like that. Stand on our head to get this last one in. There we go. All right. Now we should be able to, I think, go back to yellow. I think some of these have been getting put in like that, so we might as well stick with that for now. And 7. Let's go to our stairs. Let's see if this is going to attach. Which it should. All right. Now we're going to need to go, we're going to need one more. And I think I can get it to come down from here. So if we come over here, and let's get our support in. get lined up on the right block. I think that should be that one right there. Yeah, it was good to get these in before I start putting all the railings in. That way I know that I'm going to be able to have them all supported. But I think these will be the 3 stairs for access into this platform. And let's get to our catwalks. And we want that one there since that's coming straight down. Now, hopefully, I should be able to attach a stairs here. Of course not. Why does that not want to attach? I've got that there. That's that's the problem I hate with these stairs. There's no attachments. All right. Well, let's do this first. We should be able to, and maybe it's a matter of coming from this direction. This should attach to here, I think. I think it will attach. Come on. Well, let me see what I can do here once I get these attached up and ready to start putting some more rails on. I'll catch back up with you here in a little bit. All right, well, I managed to get the scaffolding to come in and across over here. Might not be the best, but I think I'm okay with it. Let's kind of see, make sure that, yeah, we can walk straight across over up to here. And then if we take a look at it, I've put in, I had to put a full block here. I couldn't get the stairs to attach without that full block. So I did that. And then I put an angle block right through here. So I think that kind of evens that out, makes that look pretty good. I had to put another block in through here just to get this stairs to attach and this stairs to attach. So by putting this block here, I was able to put a catwalk, it attached, and then this stairs attached across through here. And then I kind of just did the bracing across and then came down, so that gives it some support. So I think that looks okay. And so I think we're going to leave this kind of the way it is right there. So now we've got stairs that come from over here over to that platform. I've got stairs at the end of the platform that gets down to the moon surface. And so now it's a matter of putting in the railings. So let me get started. Let's see. I can start putting these railings in over here. So let's get back to our railings. And bring that around. There we go. And then we'll just start putting these in along here. Get them to attach. All right, so once I get all of these railings in and around, then we'll see where we're at, see what we have to do next. I think once I get the railings in, and we'll get them welded up, and along with those stairs, then I want to put my caution strips and start putting some lighting and stuff like that. So let me get this down. So
Energy low.
I'll catch back up with you here in just a little bit. Well, I've got the railings in all the way around. If we walk around here, we can see that they're in, and they're all attached from the outside. So this is a corner, so I'll be able to put barrels and stuff like that up against the railing. I had a couple of these that got misplaced. We'll grab those. There's one more down the other side here. But here's my stairs that goes down to the moon's surface. And then we have the railings all in along here. And then I've got the other catwalk that I've got kind of set up that I can walk down over here. So I'm actually pretty happy with what we got in here. And so I think, let me get these welded up. I'll get the rails and get all of this. And then I think the next step is to put in the caution strips and stuff like that. So let me get these rails all welded and the catwalks in, and then I'll catch back up with you when we get that a little farther along. Well, I've got all my railings in, including one around the connector here, which you don't want to fall into the little slot there, and so it's safety precautions. So as you can see, I've got all of the railings in all the way around. So next is to get these, and so let's start seeing what we need to get to weld these up. And I've got a bunch of constructors, so it looks like it's mainly just interior plates that I need. All right. Oh, well, we're all out of sync now, but let's see what we can do. And should be getting close. All right, let's go grab the parts that we need. And let's see if we can't at least get that stairs all built out. And let's do this. Oh, we've got all of our components. Back we go. I know, a lot of flying around. It's just the way I work. All right. Get that built. Again, we got to get the lighting and stuff too, so. All right, we should be able to get pretty close to the bottom here. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's girders. All right. All right. I guess I am just about out of stuff. All right. Let's go grab the parts for these. And I think there's a closer spot right over here that we can come right over here. All right, we'll get that stairs built. And this is starting to take shape. All right, let's see. Down, 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 down. All right, there we go. That one's that one. That one. And all right, this stairs is done. We can get down to the moon's surface from here. It's somewhat supported and everything. And so that's in place. So once I get the other two stairs all built out, and catwalks, I'll catch back up with you once those are done. All right, I am just about ready to finish up the stairs here and the catwalks. So if we get that in there, all right. One thing I didn't check, so let's check this out. All right, yeah, plenty of clearance down through there. I was kind of worried that we might not have clearance. And I wonder, oh, you know what? I think I need to put a support block right here. Go 5. And if we pop that right in there like that. There we go. I think that looks better. Yep, got the support. And that's not interfering with the catwalk here. All right, so now I think next is let's see if we can put some warning stripes in. I think what I want to do is put, let's paint, let's see if we can do this. Get the texture set up. Let's see what happens here. So we do that, and I think that looks pretty good. We'll come across. Out one more. And that looks pretty good right there. Now what I don't know, and I don't have the ship over here, but I think we have that there. I think that ship is going to, I want to put a strip. Let's see if we go along here, 2 in. So if we do that, and let's come over here so that we got our markings. And we want to come in 2. I'll leave 2. Is that what I did on this side? I get so confused. Yeah. All right. Now, so we want to do that. I think if we... All right. I think that will be pretty good right there. So let's come across. And we're just going to outline it. We're not going to do the whole thing in caution. All right. Oh, we can just kind of just start going right down this side down here. I do like the paint gun. It sure makes it a lot easier. And I should have counted. We should do the same thing on that end as we did on this end. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right. So interesting. All right. All right, so if we come in the 6th block in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one right here. All right. So if we come over here, 2 in, 1, 2, and that should be 5 blocks this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, nice. All right, let's get this painted across. Oh, I bet I know. Okay. All right. There we go. I was wondering why we were getting lines, and it's probably because I was walking too fast. So let's... That one. That one. All right. There we go. That's getting that cleaned up. Okay, that's done across there. Got another missed one here. All right, I think we take our time going down through here. And this should do for the striping. And I think the next thing I want to do is start putting some barrels and stuff out. We'll get this all the way down through to here. There we go. Now if we fly up, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. That's starting to break this up a little bit, so it's not just a platform. The other thing I got to do too is put some lights in, and I'm kind of debating on how I want to do the lights. If I want to do just a strip, I don't necessarily want to do what I did over there on the other side over there. I could. That would add lights coming in. But I think what I want to do is just put kind of some lights in along the decking here. So when you're flying in, you'll see the lights, and then you can kind of land. And the super tanker has a camera on the docking. The other thing I'm going to want to do is have control, or be able to take control from the ship and raise the pistons up. And I got to set the pistons. So we'll do that once we kind of get this all done and I'm ready to move the hydrogen ship over. That will be an interesting flight. It'll be a short flight, but we'll see if we can get it maneuvered onto here. All right. Well, let me start putting some barrels and stuff out. I think that will start adding to this over here. And I guess we are going to need some sort of control station, I guess. That will add to it. But I think because that ship's going to come in and it's going to be hovering over here, I'm not going to put in too much down around here. Maybe some barrels and stuff. That would probably make kind of some sense here. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get started on that, and we'll see what we can come up with. All right, well, instead of putting barrels up, I got started on working on my lights. And so I got posts in. You know, maybe it's overkill. I might have to take some of these out. But let's at least get the lights built. I've got the settings all done on that. If we do this, and if we go into here, I've set this for my lighting profile yellow, and I've got it at 30 meters with intensity of 4. So hopefully that's going to be enough to light the deck up. So let's get all of these built. I still have to build the posts. So, but we'll get all the lights done. And then by the time, let's see. Yeah, by the time I get the post built, the sun ought to be going down. So let's get all of these lights in. And I tell you what, as soon as I get these lights in, you've probably seen enough of me building lights. As soon as I get these in and the post built out, I'll catch back up with you here in just a little bit. Well, I am just about ready to finish up the lighting. I just got to finish welding up the structures here, and I only got a couple of more to go. And as you can see, the sun has gone down, and I think I'm pretty happy with the lighting here. So let's get this, and that one's done. So let's just kind of walk around, and this is lit up pretty well. I think just didn't get quite as much done today as I wanted to. I think we are going to call this pretty good, but pretty much all that's left over here now is adding the barrels and some pallets and, you know, some decorative furniture type stuff like that sitting around here. And then maybe putting some sort of small control tower in, maybe just off to the side right here. I might just, instead of building it onto here, make it a bit of a platform coming off, something like that, and then getting things set up as far as for the piston and stuff like that. And then the only thing I have left to do really that I want to get accomplished here is a satellite communications center, and that is going to go out over and in there. So, but what we did get done today was we got this catwalk. So this is all tied in over to the large ship platform. And then we also got the catwalks done down at the other end that goes down to the moon's surface. And then we got this catwalk in that goes down over here to the small ship docking area. And we got the caution stripes in. We've got all the lighting, and we got all the railing in and around. So I think we got quite a bit accomplished today. So I guess in the next episode, we want to try to get this completely done. Then we can focus on the communications, and then we'll just about have this base completed, at least what I wanted to get accomplished on it. All right, well, I think we're going to leave it at that. Let me get over here and just kind of looking back at our dock. And okay, well, space engineers, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the video. And please subscribe. That will really help out the channel. Okay, engineers, keep your heads low, keep building away, and don't get shot. And with that, Commander Kingfish is out of here, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.